Hey guys, so today's video is going to be a tutorial on the look that I'm wearing right here. This is basically what I've been wearing pretty much since I got the Laura Lee Los Angeles Cat's Pajama palette, and so I just love this palette so much. It is so perfect for every day. So I just loved creating this look, and I'm going to create more looks with this palette because I think you can do so many different looks with this palette. Before I get started, I would love for you to hit that subscribe button down below and that notification bell to be notified for future uploads. But yeah, if you want to see how I got this look, then just keep on watching. Alright, so I'm going to first start off by priming my face with the Smashbox Photo Finish Foundation Primer. I am so boring when it comes to trying other foundation primers. I just don't. It makes it feel like such a nice blank canvas, and it leaves it nice and smooth and soft and perfect for getting ready for foundation. For foundation, I'm gonna use the Huda Beauty Faux Filter Foundation. I absolutely love this foundation. I cannot rave enough about it. This is in Cheesecake, and it matches my fake tan. It's kind of fading, but whatever. I also love the brush that comes with the foundation. So good. So I take it on like half of my face, one pump per each side of my face. Love this stuff. The only thing I hate about it is the smell. It smells like roach spray. Like when you have roaches and you get that spray, it makes it smell like, ugh, it smells so bad. But I can look past that because it gives me such a nice finish, a nice coverage, and it's semi-matte. So what did you guys do for Halloween? I was in my PJs watching Hocus Pocus. It was the most lovely night in the world. For concealer, I'm going to be taking the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer, and this is in Light Medium Honey, and it matches, again, it's a little too dark when I'm like not tanned, but it's perfect for when I am. I'm also taking this on my lids as a primer for my eyeshadow. Oh, before we move on, ignore my ratchet nails. They're terrible. This nail is about to fall off. I swear I gotta go get them done like tomorrow. So ratchet. And I'm going to blend that in using my damp beauty blender, and no, this stuff will not come off. This is a weird beauty blender. Like, I wash it and it still doesn't look like it's washed. Like, I swear I just washed it. Now I'm just going to bake where I put the concealer, and I'm going to be using the Coty Airspun powder, which is amazing. This stuff is so good, especially to bake under the eye. It doesn't leave you creasing or anything, and it sets it really nicely. I also bake the center of my face, like everywhere I put concealer, because that's the thing that like goes away the most for me, honestly. I'm going to use the Anastasia Brows in Soft Brown. I don't fill them too much because they are microbladed on, so I just fill them a very little bit. Like, I outline them and define them just a little bit more where the microblading has faded, because it does fade and it fades quickly for me. I have to get it touched up like every 3 months. Now I'm gonna wipe away the bake, and I don't need to set the rest of my face because this foundation is so amazing that you just don't have to do that. For my eyes, I am taking the Laura Lee Los Angeles Cat's Pajama palette. I absolutely love this palette. This palette is such a good everyday palette. If you can see all of these beautiful colors that you can use every single day. I'm going to take Bomb Diggity first, and this is my go-to transition shade, and I'm going to take it on a Morphe E27 brush. This is my favorite crease brush, my favorite transition shade brush, really. And I just really messily put this all over my crease area and a little bit above because this is a nice transition shade, and then I actually just go ahead and bring it under my lower lash line just in one fell swoop, just to get that done and out of the way. This color blends really easily, and it's just like the most perfect transition shade. It goes on smoothly and it's not chalky, and there's not a lot of fallout with this shade. Now I'm going to take the shade Kooky, which is this burgundy shade right here, and a Morphe, what is this, PK36 brush. I don't know, I've never heard anybody talk about this brush, but I really like it for detailed crease work. So yeah, and I love this shade. I think it's perfect for fall. This is going in the outer corner, blending up toward the crease in windshield wiper motions, but just under the transition shade so that the transition shade like peeks through just a little bit. So Miami had like the greatest weather the past like few days. I mean, except for today. Today it went back to 86. I was like so pissed. But the other days were like really cool. I love it. This winter might actually be a winter. I'm just gonna take the original blending brush and just like make sure that the transition shade is blended with the crease shade, but that it's peeking through just a little bit. I'm gonna take a little bit of the same shade Kooky and just bring it on my lower lash line. Just a little bit more messy, but again, in the same way we did on the crease, where the transition shade peeks through a little bit more. I'm just gonna cut my crease with the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer. So what makes it easy for me to do a cut crease is actually looking up and where that marks, like where it marks. I have slightly hooded eyes, I guess. I'm not really sure, to be honest. But where it marks the concealer when you're looking up, that's where your crease is, and that's where you should cut it. For the lid shade, I'm going to take this Stila liquid eyeshadow in the shade Grace. And I'm just going to place this pretty messily all over my lid, because we're going to take a brush and blend it now. Just to make sure it's blended. Now I'm going to take this brush and just blend it all. And I'm not taking it all the way out. I'm stopping it. Now I'm going to take a bit more of Kooky and just blend, make sure this is nice and blended, add more color, deepen it, whatever I need to do. Now I'm going to take the original crease brush and just make sure that's nice and blended. For lashes today, I'm taking the Kiss Lashes in Midnight. I absolutely love these lashes and they're so affordable and they're so pretty and fluttery. I'm going to put them on off camera and I'll be right back. Lastly, for the eyes, I'm going to take some lower lash mascara. Or just mascara on my lower lashes. And this is the Smashbox Full Exposure Mascara, which is great. I need to get the full size of this. I love this mascara. Kind of feeling a little bit of white today. I don't know. Let's see how it looks. I'm gonna contour using the KKW contour kit. Yes, this is so overhyped, but I absolutely love it. And it was in my favorites a couple of months ago or last month. I don't remember exactly when. But I've been loving this fan brush for contour. It's gonna be in my favorites. This is the Morphe S23. And I'm gonna take the actual contour shade. The other shade I never use. It's like no. And yeah, I think it just fits in the hollows of my cheeks so perfectly, like right there. And it just gives an overall contour, and I actually take another brush and I go a little bit more precise, but that's just my preference. I need some Botox on my forehead, honestly. What do you guys think about Botox? Would you guys ever get Botox? I mean, I don't know. I think the majority of my viewers are over 18, so I think I'm talking to the right people, I hope. But if you're under 18, don't even consider it yet. Okay, you're too young. Now I'm just gonna take a Morphe M173 brush, and this is just gonna make it a tad bit more precise, like really bring it in the hollows, and really chisel up my cheeks to make my face look a little thinner, which is what I need. And then I'm also taking it up my nose. I've considered a nose job as well. I'm not against plastic surgery at all, as you can see. I just think if it's your body and you want to do something to it, then by all means go ahead. But there are people who are like, yeah, you should be happy with the way you are. I've always been self-conscious about my lips, even more since I've started YouTube, because everyone has these perfect pouty lips and it's so unfair. Thank you, Mom and Dad. I am getting lip fillers next week? No, the week after. I think in 2 weeks. So it'll be interesting. For highlight, I'm taking this Jouer highlighter, and this is in the shade Citrine. It's so pretty. And I'm taking my brand new Anastasia A23 brush. This is the highlighting brush everyone uses, honestly. I get so happy with a beautiful highlight. This highlight is powerful. Take it down the bridge of my nose. I really like that nose highlight to pop. Whoa, that's a little too much, dude. That happens to me often. I have to like go ahead and bounce a beauty blender over it to mute it a little. Cause like I go a little crazy with the nose highlight. I also love putting it right here. Just think it adds a nice touch. I'm also going to take the same highlighter and highlight my inner corner and my brow bone. And for this, I'm taking a Real Techniques shading brush, which I don't know what happened to Real Techniques on YouTube, man. Everyone, like back in the day, used them so much, and I haven't really seen much about them. For blush, I'm going to take this Tarte blush in the shade Stellar. I honestly don't know, because it's like a tiny size. I don't know where I got this from. And I'm going to take an Morphe R7 brush. For lips, I'm going to take the Kylie Lip Kit in the shade Hazel. And yes, I do already overline my lips, but I can't wait to get them filled. I'm so excited. And last but not least, we need some setting spray. I'm going to take the Morphe Continuous Setting Mist, which I'm obsessed with. I like to bounce my beauty blender over my face so it really sets into the makeup. This is the finished look. I really hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, give it a thumbs up and subscribe, and I'll leave my social media link down below. You can go ahead and follow me on there. See you guys in my next video. Bye!